Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it is no fluke. The Titans are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Falcons offense that will have a lot to deal with. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch twist, watch
twist. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a second and 13 now.
Check safety.
Check. Blue 18.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can get some yardage on your tight end on that one.
The catch made by Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the
first.
A first down throw for Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Four down.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Here's to Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And it looks like we've got a down set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check.
One.
Switch gears.
Check.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Good job.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Mariota on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Titans are going to have a first.
Watch left.
Shift.
45.
First and 10. Here's Mariota. Miller on the catch over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on the pickup. And it'll give the Titans a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Mariota now to throw on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 now.
Punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
All day. All day.
Second down, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper.
There we go. There we go.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Left, left, left.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
The play clock's running down. On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
Defense showing blitz. Now it's Ryan.
Blitz.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary is clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
With the former volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Double tight, double tight. Double tight. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
First down carry for Henry.
Get there.
And he cuts it right sideline. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big run there by Henry. 43 yards.
One, 18.
Check hot route. Hot.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having filled that spot in the middle right now on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Two tights.
Even. One. Check 13. Watch out.
They're trying to throw now. Mariota. That's caught at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field. Punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On first down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Ringo! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
On second down, Freeman. Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Check 37.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Mike, 53.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tight left. 4 down. Check.
Another pistol look here.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
One. Big edge. Easy.
And they get it up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Easy. Kill.
And 3rd down, Mariota. The catch made by Miller. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mariota now to throw on first down. This will be caught at the 2. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight. Odd. 5 down. Stand up.
One.
Watch edge.
Tight. Blue 80.
On second down, here's Henry. And he gets it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession everywhere around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And they're going to go soft on the corner. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Ready there. Black 25.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Ready, blue 80.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in a hurry.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Action here on 1st down. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6.
Get down.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Final throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight right. Alert. Three down.
Set. One.
Watch the edge.
One.
Check.
Easy. Three.
Switch.
Set. One.
First down, Mariota. Deep drop. Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know, I think that's the way they'll go.
On second down, Mariota again. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On third and one, here's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
I would
guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Strong left.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Second down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
That's the way to hit.
Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now. Third and long. It's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types is they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Back. 11. Joker.
Play clock Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Ready.
They scared.
Second down, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Time running out here on the play. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. On the spin. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
4 down, check. 4 down.
1.
He's coming. Double up.
Play fake here on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
I love
We'll
it.
see if they dial it up this drive.
Hey, we got
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman.
Let's go. Come on.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Tight right. Tight right. You got three. Three down. Three down.
Former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Hey.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready.
Three down. Three down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage
Check 59.
here.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You're not ready. You're not ready.
And goal to go from the 7. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Two tights. Two tights. Hey. We got three. We got three. Three down. Three down. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Surveying the field. Incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Double tight. Three down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Got double time.
Easy, easy.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey,
They'll start on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Third down now following the completed pass.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Set. 3.
Chef.
One.
Slam.
Set.
For the first with Henry. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 44.
One.
Showing that.
One.
Check 24.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he finds Jason Morrow. 26 yards on the play there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
4 down.
They'll toss it to Henry. Heck of a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Mariota, and incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Set.
To throw is Mariota. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
One.
Check.
Ground now, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Time for a break. We're back. See what happens after this.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They come out here in the eye. A great spot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here now come the Falcons. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Blue 80, Mike 25.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Take 4.
I'm going to give the Freeman on the draw. And he'll lose. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 13.
Let's go one more.
Blue 80, Mike 25.
Right there.
Now Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Ryan to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Gano's kick is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
25, check 25, check 25.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The ground lead, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Got double tight. Double tight.
Hey, we got it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They come out here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.